Hey, I am back. I kind of took a little break from social media and just everything, really. And I'm ashamed to say that I even took a break from my ministries. And if you're wondering, I'm using the foundation primer. Anyway, I took a break from my ministries. I took a break from my Mary Kay business. I took a break from really like everything because my family needed me to. Last year, my family had gone through so much physically that I was trying to do it all. And I was trying to be there for everybody all the time. And it got to be too much, honestly. I felt like I lost sight of myself and I lost sight of this is underwrite corrector, lost sight of my vision for my life. I lost sight of just everything. I got so consumed with caretaking, honestly. And for those of you who do caretaking, you already know what that's like and how easily you lose yourself in caretaking. And so I got lost in that, and everything else seemed like too much. I just could not carry the weight of everything. And so I stepped back. I took some time away from all of it, and I am finally able to feel like myself again and feel like I'm ready to start over in all of my things. And so I just want to encourage someone today that if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling lost, sometimes taking a step back from all of the doing and all of the trying and all of the just all of it, sometimes stepping back really helps you to gain a different perspective on not only your life, but on yourself and those around you. And you kind of find out who your real people are. You find out what you really, really want out of life. When life gives you what you don't want, you'll find out what you do want. I just want you all to be encouraged that whatever you're going through now, if you need a break, take the break. You will be so much better off if you just take that break. And I know you're thinking, I can't take a break. I can't, everybody needs me. Trust me, I thought that and I felt that way, but I had to realize that those I was taking care of, my family, they needed me most. And sometimes we got to trust that God is going to provide. So if you need to step back from the job that makes your money, if you need to step back from ministry, if you need to step back from anything that you have given all of your or some of your attention to, because you can't give your all of your attention to everything. So really you're just giving a little attention to many things. So take a few moments and just kind of evaluate what is most important right now in your life. Where do you need to be most right now in your life? And stop everything else and just pour your energy into whatever that is. And the rest of the time, see, if you're like me, you won't know what to do with the rest of the time because you're so used to being so busy. And so it will feel very strange, and you have to get used to literally doing nothing or filling the time in with things that bring you joy and just fills you back up again. And you'll know when the time is up. You'll know when it's time to get back at it. At least that's how it was for me. I knew when it was time to start again. And when it was time, then I went back, but I went back with boundaries. You see, the time off had allowed me to really take some time to realize what I don't want out of life. And it helped me to realize that what I was doing was not as good as I had told myself that it was. You know, sometimes we convince ourselves that the more that we are doing and the more we're involved, then the better we are, right? And when that's not always the case, a lot of times we're doing too much, and we either prevent others from being able to do it, or we just do a sloppy job. To be honest, we do sloppy job because we're stretched way too thin. And so coming back, I made sure it was like, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to, you know, but I know what I need to do, and that's what I'm doing. I encourage you to do the same thing, that when you return, that you return with boundaries, with a clear set of what you will and will not do, what you will and will not tolerate. Makes it a lot easier to say no to things that do not align with with the type of person that you want to be. Because in all honesty, when we stretch ourselves too thin, we are not the person we want to be. We are stressed out. We are tired. We are I want to say touchy, but I don't, that's not quite the word. But we're just not as pleasant as we like to be, as we would want to be, right? Take the break you need. It's okay. Life, and this was a hard lesson for me to learn, was that life will in fact go on without you. You know, sometimes we think we are so important and so needed that, you know, the whole thing is just going to fall apart without us, when in reality, it really doesn't. And when we figure that out, then when we return with boundaries, then we can also realize that, you know what, I don't have to do this, because it'll be okay without me being the one doing it. Don't waste the time doing things that just are not pouring into you. Don't waste the time. Like for me, I needed to be there for my family, and so I was. And I really had to work hard on not being there for everyone else, if that makes sense. And so the time that I was not with them, like when they were at work and school, to be honest, I was cleaning the house and sleeping, taking a nap when I needed to, because that's what I needed. And that's what I encourage you to take the time to do what you need to do. And that includes, you know, it's not always taking a nap, but if you're tired because you're not sleeping enough because you're doing too much, then you do need your physical rest as well. For me, though, I was putting off a lot of housework, and I think for me, I had to find that healthy balance between doing what needed to be done around the house, but also resting when I needed to be resting, and helping family when they needed to be helped. And so, but because I'd stepped back from so many things, then I was able to do that. And so take the break that you need. Get the rest that you need. And then when you return with a new mindset, because you'll know when your mindset has changed, you're clear, you're at peace, then it'll be time to return. And when you return, come back with boundaries so that you can hold on to the peace that you gained while you were on your break, while you're taking a rest, a vacation, or whatever you want to call it. I really missed doing these encouragement videos, and I know I don't have to do my makeup in them, but to be honest, I'm so used to doing it that if I'm not doing something with my hands while I'm talking to you all, then I just feel weird. So you'll be seeing me do my makeup because that's what I do, I guess. So anyway, I hope this has encouraged somebody to that it's okay to rest. It's okay to reset. It's okay to just not do. And today's Saturday, so it's a good day to do that. Or whenever you watch this, it may not be a Saturday, so but yeah, get the rest you need. Bye.